Hi everybody, it's Creeps, and it's for the first day of December. It's actually kind of warm out today. I'm in the car, obviously. I am heading to do some errands, and thought it would be a good day to kind of talk about a few things, because yesterday I had a doctor appointment, and I went to it's a new arthritis doctor, and I was getting poked and prodded, and found out from the new arthritis doc that I very well might have fibro. Now, Crow has fibro. Done a lot of research on fibro when she first was diagnosed, and that was like 12, 15 years ago now. And I haven't, since then, my experience with fibro has been 100% experience living with somebody who has it. When I heard these words in relation to me, I was kind of shocked. And it was a lot to take in. I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all. And I know that fibro can be a catch-all. If they don't know what's wrong with you, they just tell you you have fibro, basically. So it was just a lot to take in. And we left there and almost immediately went to our event last night. We had a show. So I didn't have 2 seconds, really, to think about it. I'm going to go off now because I don't want to kill myself. Well, now I'm at Burnish Beer. I'm surprised that the tripod stayed on the dashboard as long as it did. It's not like, it's not a car accessory. It's just my regular one. So, one of my errands is to pick up a wreath that we ordered last night from Brenna at Burnish Beer, and I'm here now to pick it up. So, that's the first thing I'm doing. Errand number 2. I'm at the library to return this, which I got a long time ago and forgot about. Every once in a while, I pass by the games and I'll grab something, and then we never play it, and I forget about it, and it's always overdue. But there's no fines here, as long as the stuff's returned. So that works for me. All right, everybody, we are in the zoo. And you can see everybody has started their Christmas decorating for the year. I thought this would be a cool place to kind of walk around, maybe see some animals while I'm talking about this this next great thing that's happening to me. Great, well, it's not a great thing so much. It's, well, honestly, I don't feel any different, I don't think. I'm perplexed because I really wasn't expecting the fibro thing. But whatever comes, I think, is going to come. I had a med added. I'm now taking Lyrica, or I will be when it comes in the mail. And I thought, you know what, this might be a good time to talk about my other disabilities, because I say I'm disabled. I know I don't always look like I am, certainly never when I'm out of the house. So, yeah, let me see if I can find a nice spot to sit with some animals and we'll chat. Okay, well, I'm having a hard time finding a good spot where I have animals in the background. So I decided I'm just going to walk around the zoo and talk. And the discussion today is, how am I disabled exactly? And to get into that, see, my dad died December 30th, 2006, right? So this was right after that. It was the spring of 2007. And I was mowing the lawn, and I passed out. I was out for about an hour and a half. I came back in the house, went to sleep, woke up. Not the next day, but the morning after that. And long story short, they found lesions on my brain. The doctor sent me to a neurologist. I was diagnosed with MS almost immediately. I don't have MS. I know this because I have been diagnosed with it and undiagnosed with it 3 times, trying different doctors, trying to find out what's wrong with me. When I first got sick, it was like I kind of got dumped on. I had all of these symptoms that I had never had before, and they all happened at once. So I had a lot of fatigue. I was having trouble talking. I actually had a lot of motor skill difficulties with talking, forming thoughts, walking. I was walking with a cane for a good bit. I still do that sometimes, but not nearly as much. And so there was this whole carousel of difficulties that I started having. And I just, they're cleaning. There we go. We have animals in the background. Somebody's emptying the trash there. Got to thank them for that, because if they didn't do that, we'd been sitting in a trash heap. So anyway, what exactly? This is harder than I thought it was going to be. So it took a long time. It took a long time for things to get sort of regulated. And by regulated, I don't mean that anything was helped or taken care of, but my body everything seemed to spread out to where it needed to be. Everything wasn't piled on top of each other. I wasn't having multiple symptoms at one time. And I've been able to navigate a little better. I have a very limited amount of things I can do throughout a day. For instance, it's getting on to be 3 in the afternoon, and I am feeling it. Like, I gotta wrap this up and get home. And meeting Crow has been incredible. Crow has helped me so much. She's always there at the doctor with me. She's always suggesting things. She's always keeping an eye on me, making sure that I'm doing things I need to do now, like walking correctly and not going too fast, which is very frustrating for me. So yeah, I've been dealing with disabilities, both my own and Crow's, for a long time, and then suddenly hear the word fibro thrown out of left field. Is this like, it's not an identity, like, that's not the right way I want to explain it. It's I don't want to be carrying that. I don't want to be one of those people that has 8 million things wrong with them, but I guess I kind of already do. So anyway, I don't know if this made any sense. I hope it did. I hope you enjoyed the animals anyway, and the wreath. Thanks, Brenna. All right, I'm gonna go home now. Cuddle up in bed, get warm. It's raining. I swear it looks like it's getting dark already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks. I was on my way out when I noticed this next to the Pepsi machine in a little cubby. It's the penny smasher that puts a little souvenir emblem on it. So I put the money in. I want to see if it works. So that did that, and oh, there's no crank. Is this an automatic one? It is. It works by itself. Here it comes. And there we go. Well, that turned out weird. Wow. And it's the bear. Huh. That's fun. Okay, well, I made it home. I'm safe. And what just happened is the perfect example of when I started getting into a brain fog. I realized I was starting to fade while I was at the zoo, and was beginning to be worried about whether or not I would make it home on my own, and so lost every ounce of what I was even talking about. But I'm home now, and I am in Ma's room right now. This is where I've slept for the last week because I injured my back, and I was advised to keep off of the steps. Now, Ma is 99. She lives with us. She had a fall back in July, and she's literally been sleeping on her recliner in the living room since then. She says it's more comfortable, and I'm all about her being as comfortable as she can be. She's tried to sleep in here a couple nights, but yeah, ended up back in the living room in the middle of the night because she said it was making her back hurt. So, but it's still Ma's room, and it is filled with Ma's things. Check out this crucifix on the wall behind me. This thing, I think it belonged to my great-grandmother. Let's see. I'm trying to get this thing so you can see it. But, I mean, it's huge and gothic and creepy. And when I was a kid, it used to scare the living shit out of me. But anyway, it's never disappeared from my life. There it is. And, you know, we can't move Ma out of the bedroom. She needs that security that all of her things are here. Nothing's going to happen to them. If something happened and she needed to come back in here, she could, absolutely. Because the plan was, when we moved into this house, it was perfect because Ma could come stay with us. She has her own room on the first level. And when we get to the next phase of things, when Ma's not here anymore, Crow and I would take this room over ourselves so that we, you know, eventually everybody gets to that point where steps are a bitch. So my back is feeling much better. I'm, agree that not going up and down the steps a million times a day has had a wonderful effect. So not sleeping with Crow is also not an option anymore because a week is too long. And so I'm going to be sleeping upstairs tonight. And so I think how we're going to work this out is I'm going to go up at night, sleep upstairs. When I get up in the morning, I will come down here. I will stay on the main level of the house for the entire day until it's time for bed. So we're going to see how that works. Hopefully it'll be okay. I did talk to Ma about, you know, I'm probably going to have to move a little table in here or something. This is where I'm going to be, you know, it's going to be my workspace. And I have to figure out how to do that without messing any of her stuff up. So, yeah. The other thing that I wanted to say about the disability is that in addition to knowing that I have a limited amount of things I can do in a day, and that if I'm doing things later, I need to sort of prepare for that. When I wake up in the morning, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I think that was the hardest thing to get used to. I might have a pretty good day. I might have a great day. It's also very, very possible that I will have a hard time thinking and navigating through the day at all. And I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know when it's going to happen in that case. So, yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. And I'm 61. Not going to live forever. But I am hell-bent on enjoying every possible second that I can. You know, even if it's a bad day, what's good about it? So, I'll be, you know, sharing these musings occasionally. What's good about it? Everything. I'm alive. I don't have MS. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm not dying. Even though every time I'm sick, I'm pretty sure I am. Sorry, honey. Okay, well, thanks for listening. I'm really stopping this time, I think, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot.